pinch this man somewhere below the midsection and then stare with shock and disbelief at Enrique, as though to say, dude, why would you do that?
That's totally out of bounds.
Precisely. Our hero is in a MMA gym, a mixed martial arts gym.
Oh.
Yes. And they are getting ready to spar.
Ready to do violence.
Yes, to do violence to one another in a genial way.
Yes, of course.
Yes, in tones of brotherly love.
Yeah, naturally.
And, fortunately, for his sparring partner, our hero draws a very genial-looking individual. Let's say he has the laughing blue eyes, he's smiling, cracking jokes. Let's call him Terry.
Terry.
Yes.
Unfortunately, as they approach one another and join together in mutual combat, Terry effortlessly, almost as if our hero was light as a feather, flings him through the air, twirls him about like a basketball on his fingertip, pitches him to the ground, lifts his leg behind his shoulder blades, and says, I believe you are having some difficulties, my good sir.
But, fortunately, our hero is a fast thinker, and as Terry stands over him, smiling that idiotic smile of his, our hero grabs the mat and pulls it towards himself, sending Terry crashing to the canvas, where he can be more easily attacked.
Ah!
Yes, Herb Dean looking closely, dropping hammer fists, elbows, shots to the body.
Ah!
Fortunately.
Fortunately. Unfortunately, as he rains his fury upon his opponent, Terry, ducking and weaving behind his improvised guard, peers out the side and says, Is that all you've got, chump? Grabs him by his ears and reverses position in a most dramatic maneuver, leaving our hero face down and in grave danger of being encompassed by a rear naked choke.
But fortunately, as the choke sinks in, and as he sees all sorts of beautiful colors, he begins to communicate interdimensionally with geometric beings described to us by Joe Rogan. And they communicate, not through words, but through telekonnichiwa.
Yes.
Or whatever. The secret of combative excellence.
Be like a chimp?
Precisely. A mushroom-eating chimp. Yes. And when he wakes up, with Terry bent concernedly over him, he catches him square in the chin with an upkick.
Terry should know, always defend yourself.
Precisely. The secret is surprise and treachery.
Surprise and treachery indeed. Unfortunately, Terry, lying sprawled on his back and weeping in pain from this brilliant attack by our hero, I must concede, is now out of commission, and forward steps the master of the dojo. One Enrique. And he said, I see that you are a master of the craft. You have mastered the chimp style. But I must ask you, have you ever encountered the bamboo style? And he proceeds to stand straight as an arrow with both hands together above his head.
But But for
I feel like I kind of ran out of steam halfway through that one.
no, Eddie Bravo has come up with a similar style. He's talking about flat guard in relation to flat Earth. So I think bamboo style is going to take off. So fortunately, our hero, seeing this clearly lethal and dangerous style, he slips behind Enrique, going up behind another one of the students who's training. Let's say a mountain of a man. Let's say 6'5". Let's say of Georgian descent. Let's say someone whose girlfriend once cheated on him with a man named Enrique. He proceeds to pinch this man somewhere below the midsection and then stare with shock and disbelief at Enrique, as though to say, dude, why would you do that?
That's totally out of bounds.
Precisely. He speaks to this large Georgian Enrique challenged individual. He says, my apologies. Do with him what you must. I will not defend him anymore. The Georgian begins to have flashbacks, PTSD, and he sees before him not this Enrique, but an Enrique past, and proceeds to change the Enrique present into a dystopian Enrique future. Grabbing him by the ankles and slamming him on the mats, banging his head on the wall, and then picking him up by the ear and by the toes and cracking the bamboo over his knee. He then proceeds out the door and into the street, where he lays Enrique, not gently, on the curb and begins to pull a car over and back of Enrique's midsection.
Kind of a muscle rolling technique.
Precisely. This is shiatsu massage in all of its glory.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please go ahead and hit that like button. If you'd like to see anything else we might happen to come up with, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you'd like to give us your thoughts, comments, or pleas of impassioned outrage, go ahead and drop those in the comment section down below. Thank you and have a great day.